In a matter of seconds, an arc flash event can permanently change or even end a worker's life. But by examining how arc flashes occur, we can gain a better understanding of what we can do to protect ourselves from them. For starters, you need to be familiar with your company's Electrical Safety Program, ESP. Your workplace is required to have one under NFPA 70E, the consensus standard for electrical safety. This program helps you stay safe when you're working around sources of electricity by outlining safety policies, safe work procedures for specific tasks, risk assessment procedures, and how to report and investigate electrically related incidents. While it is your employer's responsibility to create and establish this program, it is up to you to familiarize yourself and comply with it. The light released by an arc flash is literally blinding, and its heat can result in first, second, and third-degree burns. It can cause everyday clothing to burst into flames and result in some synthetic fibers actually melting into your skin. So the use of personal protective equipment, PPE, when working in electrically hazardous environments is especially important. This is why electrical workers always put on arc-rated protective clothing when they approach a potential arc flash source. Its arc rating describes how much heat the clothing can resist without damage. To calculate the arc rating you need for a particular task, you should determine how many units of heat you would receive if an arc flash occurred in the equipment that you're working on. You can then choose clothing with an arc rating that meets or exceeds the protection level for that amount of heat. When there is the danger of a head injury, you should wear an arc-rated hood, balaclava, or a face shield. You can protect your arms and hands with rubber-insulated gloves and sleeves with built-in protectors. And don't forget about your feet. Insulated or leather footwear can provide protection against electric shock and arc flash events. But remember, PPE is the last line of defense. Without other protective measures, it can't prevent every type of injury by itself. So you need to adhere to safe work practices too. For instance, you can become better informed about the equipment that you're working with by familiarizing yourself with its labels. So you need to be sure that the labels are legible. If a label isn't durable enough to withstand the environment it is in, or you have trouble reading it, notify your supervisor. All switchboards, panels, meter socket enclosures, and motor control centers should be labeled with their nominal system voltage, arc flash boundary, minimum clothing arc rating, and the site-specific level of PPE that should be used when working with them.